I even said that, it wouldn't surprise me if that was to happen, you know what I mean? He's done incredible things in this sport. He did have that layoff, but you still got to remember the body of work. So, man, it's fine. There's nothing that we can do about it. Obviously, being pound for pound was cool, and I expect to take that back anyway. But I want to do that from what I'm doing, right? I don't wish him to lose that spot, or not take it from me or things like that. I rather use my own body of work or my hard work to, take that number one spot or keep that number one spot and things like that. So if people want to give it, that's fine. Next time, it just, I don't mind that conversation, having that actual conversation pound for pound. Everyone's throwing it out there. It's always there, right? You've got your contenders and then your divisions and all that, and then the pound for pound. I feel like it's a conversation that's always been brought up. And
special club.
Yeah. No, I just like that. I like that conversation. So it gives you a little bit extra drive as well. So next fight, I'm not only defending my belt, right? I might be fighting for that number one pound for pound spot. You can add that little bit of flavour to it. So
Absolutely.
I like it.
All class, Alex Volkanovski. Well, Rob, what did you make of Johnny Bones' performance, though?
Unbelievable. Honestly, everything we expected to see in a Jones return is what we saw happen. Everything he spoke in the weeks leading up to it, in the interviews, in the discussion we had leading into it, it come to fruition. He went in there, you could see his mental focus, his game was on point. He did exactly what he said he was going to do, and in impressive fashion.
You predicted that too, didn't you?
I did. Round one submission, because I don't know, when we were speaking to him on the show, he just had such an aura of confidence in what he was going to do. And his breakdown of Cyryl's game was so impeccable. Like if you watch the breakdown he gives in a lot of his interviews in the press conference, and then actually try to find those highlights in Cyryl's fights, you can see what he was talking about. And it was an amazing performance. It really was.
He looked great. Like even when he did chose to shoot, and even him just chasing that takedown, you know what I mean, and the way he wanted to stick to him and followed, and obviously put the work in, and you've seen that, because that's one thing that I was worried about. I thought, because even when he was talking to us, he was like, I'll pretend that we're going to wrestle, sort of playing off that. No, he's happy to strike with him, but he prepared to go out there and get him down, find the right opening, and finish, because he believed he could do, and that's exactly what he did. So credit to him.
And that comes from the mentality we were speaking about with Jones. We don't know which way he wants to take. He can take the fight in any avenue. And we were thinking maybe he just strikes with him because Cyryl's a striker, and he's done things like that. But Jones wanted to win in impressive fashion fast, and that's exactly what he did. I've got to say though, Ciryl did look like himself. He didn't,
right? I'd never seen Ciryl back away like that, bullied like that, even on the feet, however briefly that it was.
As quick as it happened.
Exactly, yeah. And he was taken down and bullied on the ground as well. You're right, Ciryl didn't look
I think we've said it before, Jones has an aura of confidence, and it's, at the end of the day, it's Jon Jones.
That's what I was going to say. You got Jon Jones in front of you. We all grew up watching Jon Jones, and you know what I mean? And he maybe got that vibe. Even though he's a heavyweight, he's still like, this is Jon Jones. We've got to respect this guy, be careful, and maybe it was a bit of a shock for him.
Let's take a look at this weekend's main card, and also a reminder as well that it's at the earlier slot of 8 a.m. Sydney time right here on Main Event. Rob, your most recent opponent in Marvin Vettori takes on